Today's video is a tier list of game developers tier list video. There you go. First up is 2K Games. These guys are making some of the most immersive basketball games out to date right now.
That a young buck like you could actually do the right thing and avoid getting his sorry butt kicked out the game.
If that ain't immersive, I don't know what is. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard better voice acting while participating in popcorn reading during school. But aside from that, these guys actually did make BioShock. And I'm kind of a big fan of BioShock. Admission time. I've never played BioShock 1. Fooled ya. Gotcha there. But I did play a lot of BioShock 2, and I have a lot of really fond memories of that. Me and my brother would just sit and watch each other play video games a lot of the time, and it was kind of like our own game home. Let's fix this. Oh. Oh. Not my best idea. Anyway, it was always just fun for me and my brother just to kind of have our own little me and him time. I don't know. I guess it was just brother bonding time, and I'm reading way too into it. You guys also made Borderlands, which Borderlands is a pretty big series, but I think I've only ever played Borderlands 2. And Borderlands 2 was pretty fun, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't really think that this is funny. So, TBH, this is a doom for me. So we're gonna move it down from like what would be B tier to like C tier, like mid tier, whatever that is in the middle. I don't know what system I've got set up yet, but it's gonna come together. Next up is 343. 343 is responsible for these games behind me. This one, this one, this one. Basically all I know them for though is new Halo. And I'm not really a big fan of any of the Halos like 4 and 5. Infinite, however, was actually pretty good, and I actually had a really good time with the multiplayer. I actually remember receiving Halo 4 on my birthday one year. And if you feel bad for me already, don't worry. It was on Xbox 360, so that made it so much better. On that weird era of gaming that was in between old gen and new gen, like current gen now, where like games like looked like fucking garbage on Xbox 360, but like looked pretty decent on Xbox One. It was just that weird era and like transitional period of gaming. But I still love you, Dad. My dad's the one who bought it for me. Still love you. We had a good time, and that's what matters. Gaming wise though, that shit kind of sucked. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really care for it. It butchered the Halo art style. It had repetitive boss fights a lot of the time. It just didn't really care for it. And then Halo 5, like I didn't even really play that. And from what I heard, the marketing for that game was kind of like all fucked up, because in the beginning, like in the trailers and stuff, it was like Master Chief was going to be fighting the other Spartans, or that he was on the run, and that was going to be like a big part of the story, but that's like not even really that big of a part of the story. It was just all weird. However, I actually really enjoyed Halo Infinite's campaign. You kind of don't get as many of those big cinematic pieces though that Halo is known for. And the multiplayer was really fun for about 2 months. I got Onyx and ranked, so big guy over here. It's okay, guys. I'll give you my my signature later. You could basically call me the 2-time champion, the Diddy Body. All over. I'm gonna have to say mid tier. This is mid tier. Very mid.
What a fucking
3D Realms. Look at this.
Oh, thanks, Duke.
Fuck is that? Trash. Trash tier. Just for that. Just for this. Come on, guys. Umbrella Academy. These guys came out with Hey You Pikachu. Never fucking played that, but gave me one of my favorite PBG videos of all time. So you're still going in landfill tier, but there's a gaming company that I thought of. There you go. Arrowhead Games. These guys are responsible for Helldivers. Helldivers is a game I'm glad I spent money on. One of the only games in the past couple years that I'm actually glad to say that I supported the studio. They really fought back against the corporate greed on this one. So this one's gonna go to GOAT tier, right here. These guys are goated. Goated.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Do you guys like Monopoly? Because I like Monopoly. Monopoly is a game that can make you feel like Steve Jobs himself, or like you're gonna have some sleep for supper. Shout out to the guys that know what that means.
I'm all out of money!
Shout out to my fellow broke boys. This YouTube shit ain't paying me. I'm still broke. Do you like Star Wars? And I ain't talking about this trash. Get that out of here. I'm talking about this stuff. Yeah. I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
Shut up, bitch.
Now you can feel what crippling bankruptcy feels like in space. I actually wonder what these guys are up to now. I don't know. Regardless, mid-tier. I don't know if you guys remember a little game called DragonVale. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Little game where you bred dragons and shit in a little village on Facebook. It was like one of those Facebook games, you know. Another Facebook game I really liked was that like roller coaster one where you just hit the space bar and it was like Flappy Bird with roller coasters. I also remember about DragonVale though, the wait time. I think this was one of the births of the where you had to wait a really long time for shit to happen, like Clash of Clans and shit. And I fucking hate Clash of Clans. I'm sorry, but that shit is trash. I remember you breed the dragons, right? You breed the dragons, and I feel like I remember that shit saying that it wasn't going to hatch until I graduated high school, unless I spent like $90 to help it hatch. So just for that, we're gonna put it in sad tier because you made me sad whenever you told me that. Next up is B Knox. These guys made Skylanders. Skylanders, I hate to admit it to you, buddy, but if you play this, you're a fucking loser. I don't know. Put it trash tier, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's part one. I have like a whole nother. That's like the A's, I'm pretty sure, like the A's and B's. But I have a lot more studios you can see at the bottom of the video. I can't be fucked to edit the rest of this at the moment. So I'm going to give you what I have now so I don't have you guys waiting for me to edit the rest of this fucking like hour of footage. But let me know if you like it. So you can see some more of my trash ass takes while I'm semi-shoisted. So, yeah.